Let's now move to Durban. One person is dead after a drive-by shooting on the N3 near the Sherwood off-ramp. Part of the highway had to be closed as police combed the scene for bullet casings and other evidence. Earlier in the day, there'd been another incident. An alleged stock thief was killed. He was intercepted by a security company on the N2 near Winklespruit in KwaZulu-Natal. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah has been following both those stories and joins us now. So Dasen, tell us about this drive-by shooting near the Sherwood off-ramp in Durban. Do we know who the victim is, and does it look like a clear assassination?
Well, Sal, at this point, police are saying to us officially that they haven't identified the deceased, and this is understandable because this just happened a short while ago. In fact, after lunchtime today, that's when it took place. So they're saying that they still need time to conduct the investigations. However, some of my sources have told me that the initial reports suggest that the person who was killed was a school principal or a school teacher from the Durban area. And they had been talking to some of the colleagues of the gentleman. He's believed to be in his late 30s or early 40s. But at this point, it does seem like it could be an assassination. And I say does seem because, as I mentioned, police are still investigating this matter. The K2 Manor Trio Crimes team was also there. They normally look at these types of serious cases. But the reports are telling us that a vehicle had pulled up alongside this Mercedes-Benz as he traveled just off the N3, and that is the first entry point into the city, and the Sherwood off-ramp is to your left. And as he was traveling along there, this vehicle had driven up next to him, opened fire on the vehicle, and then proceeded further and possibly continued to shoot. If you look at the way the vehicle had come to rest, you'll see that there were bullet casings at the front of the vehicle. There were lots of bullet holes on the windows, and it seemed like the intent was clear, that whoever opened fire wanted to make sure that this person had passed away. In fact, we had an opportunity to speak to some of the paramedics that attended this incident. Let's listen to part of an interview that I conducted with Kyle van Reenen.
So obviously, when we first arrived, the scene was attended by the South African Police Services. At that stage, we had ascertained that the vehicle, as you could see, had been sprayed with high-caliber bullet holes. At the initial point, we weren't able to gain access to the body due to the legalities of the crime scene. However, we could ascertain that the man had been fatally wounded from visual inspection through the vehicle. At a later stage, we were allowed, once the senior officers had arrived on scene, to force entry to the vehicle and legally confirm that the man had been, he was deceased. He has been shot multiple times with a high-caliber firearm, and he is deceased.
So that was the incident on the N3. The highway was closed for a short period but is now reopened. But in early